From VTV Channel 6 Studios in downtown Vernal, this is Local Point with your host, Chris Piner.
Welcome to Local Point, sponsored by Ashley Regional Medical Center. We now jump from the rodeo events in the basin to our next exciting event. I want to welcome Chris Bentley and Howard Clevenger of the LDS Glines Stake to the show. We're going to talk about the Pioneer Day Parade.
Yes, we are.
Now let's talk about the big thing this year about the parade, Howard. That is that it's on.
It will be on Saturday, July 23rd. I know there's been some confusion of when it's going to be, but it will be Saturday, July 23rd.
Right.
Scout Breakfast also is on Saturday, July 23rd. And it's really going to be a sort of a segue right into the Uintah County Fair, which is the next week.
That's perfect. That's exactly right. And I like that. I intentionally call it the Pioneer Day Parade, not the 24th, to avoid the confusion. But it is on the 23rd this year. And what is the theme?
The theme this year is Pioneers and Patriots. And we did that on purpose. We've had some opportunities in our stake to go to Martin's Cove. Took around 180 kids up there last week and had a great experience. And then we don't ever want to forget the Patriots. Sometimes in our country, the way it is, it seems like we do forget them, but that's the other thing we want to remember. We're all pioneers, and we never want to forget Patriots. I just love that.
I love to wear red, white, and blue. I'm so proud of our country. I was just tickled to hear that it was Patriots in there, Pioneers and Patriots, and the Pioneers were Patriots and vice versa. And Howard, you were talking about Pioneers and how that applies to all of us today.
It does. We hear a lot about Pioneer stock. My wife, of course, has some, but I don't have any of that Pioneer stock. And yet my grandmother crossed the Mississippi River in a covered wagon and yet lived to see men on the moon at the same time.
Wow.
And was a pioneer. We have modern day pioneers.
And witnessed pioneers. Like
yes.
The man on the moon.
And that's why we
good.
Looked at, we invited the National Guard to be the honor guard for the parade, as well as be the Grand Marshal this year, because of the patriots that we all are. And
so appropriate, so appropriate. So for those who are preparing their floats, maybe, if they're last-minute float preparers or entries for the parade, then I'm sure you'd like to see them use that. The theme is Pioneers and Patriots on the 23rd. All right. If someone when is the final deadline to get an entry into the parade? Either of you?
We would like to see it about July 20th or 21st.
You'll take them that late then,
and
right,
we will. We can't guarantee their slot in the parade, but we'll even on the day of the parade if they have it. You have to have an entry form. You have to have a waiver.
Right.
Form signed by everyone that's on the parade.
Things you need to do to make sure that it's all in line and appropriate.
That's right.
People can still get in, and the theme again is Pioneers and Patriots. How would they get involved in that if they wanted to put an entry, and what would they need to do?
Well, I could say it'd be your phone number, but that wouldn't be correct.
I'd refer them to Howard. I can assure you that.
We have two phone numbers, and mine would be 781-1548 for my landline. And for my cell phone, it would be 790-1828. They can reach me at either phone, and also we'll be having some material that I'll be taking down to the Chamber of Commerce that they'll be able to hand out and get there at that time.
They could get information there at the Chamber of Commerce as well.
The forms that we need are all electronic, and so they just give me an email, and we can have them shipped out the same night.
Sent over, emailed over.
That's right. They can scan it in,
convenient,
and then send it back, and we have the entry. And we're hoping to be able to then separate some of the common type of entries, so that they will be able to. Maybe music won't be quite masking another
band. So you'll
exactly.
organize that whole layout. Now, I mentioned at the top of the show that you're from the LDS Glines Stake. What meaning does that have to our viewers who may not understand that? Why would you two be here telling me about the Pioneer Day Parade?
It is in the Vernal area. The LDS Glines Stake take charge, chairman the parade. It is, after all, celebrating our pioneer heritage, the LDS Mormon pioneer heritage. 24th of July was when they entered the Salt Lake Valley. So every year we switch. and there are now 5
This
stakes
year,
in the
it's
valley.
your turn.
It's our turn.
All right.
It's Howard's turn.
All right. Good.
And so that's the significance there, but we do want to, everyone's invited. Pioneers and Patriots, everyone's invited. So we want to...
And who doesn't love a holiday and a parade anyway?
And a breakfast to boot. So.
And oh yes, did we mention the breakfast? I think we skipped over that. Just quickly, we're almost out of time. But tell us about
6:30, the Scout Breakfast, the annual Scout Breakfast, and that's probably in its 35th or 40th year. It's been here forever.
Yeah, it's been here forever, but it's part of it again. So
yep, so it'll be there, and then
6:30 a.m. and the parade begins at
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
So it runs from 6:30 to 9, I believe, is the Scout Breakfast.
Little time to clean up and then get over to the parade.
Get over there to check in and get in line, yes.
There's so much going on. Any big things that will be in the parade? Any surprises?
Not that I can think of. It's just going to be an old-fashioned good time. And
you never know. Maybe after the airing, there's a surprise coming at you.
That's right. Very
It's always
true.
a beautiful parade, and we're grateful to people to put it together. I've been a parade chair. It is a lot of work. So thank you, and thank you to the Glen Stake this year. And it won't be your turn again for 5 years, right? Then you get
there
to
you
be able
go.
to float. All right. Well, thanks again for coming. It's a 23rd of July parade for Pioneer Day for everyone, LDS and non-LDS. But it's a great way to celebrate the holiday and a lead-in to, as you mentioned, the Uintah County Fair. That's right. Now, after a brief message from Ashley Regional Medical Center, we'll introduce a few people from the Western Park to tell us about the Uintah County Fair.
Ashley Regional Medical Center now offers neonatal services and a Level 2 nursery, along with our quality obstetrical services. The Level 2 nursery provides state-of-the-art monitoring and clinical care for infants at 32 weeks and older. The team of skilled nurses, pediatricians, and family practice physicians, along with Medical Director Dr. Daniel Kwok, neonatologist, help Ashley Regional Medical Center offer your infant excellent care right here at home.
Welcome back. Thanks again for joining us. We're here with Dirk Hatch and Tracy Smewen from the Western Park. Today they're going to give us an overview of the Uintah County Fair. So it's good to have you both here.
Thank you.
For having us. And we only 5 minutes. This buzzes by really quick, so it's going to be a really quick overview of this fair, but just let's get into it. What's going on this year? Is there a theme this year?
Actually, it's times were better in black and white.
Times were better in black and white. Oh, I got the
back
creative.
in the Andy Griffith days when everybody was on their porch playing their guitars.
Now I'm going to have
and
that
things
song
like
stuck in my head.
That's a good one to have.
I do like that. All right.
Our dates this year are going to be the 28th, 29th, and 30th of this month, July. And the carnival's actually going to be here a day early, so you'll want to mark that. And they'll be here.
And will the carnival be the same group that's
Brown's
come?
Amusement, yep.
All right,
We're
so people know what to expect and look forward to, and that's always a fun part of the fair.
And this year you can buy advance tickets. They're $20 at Jubilee, which is nice because when you come to the carnival, they're $30 if you buy an all-day pass then. So you want to go early and
so
get
the
your
advance tickets
pre-sale.
are for the carnival.
The advance tickets are for the carnival, and you, like I said, go to Davis Jubilee and they have them there for $20.
But we do have advance tickets for also the concert and also the Demolition Derby that's never been available before. Reserve seating.
Reserve seating.
That's the new thing. Our derbies are always so far sold out that this year we decided to go with just selling reserve seats in the middle of the grandstand and on the west bleacher. Everything else is free to the public.
Oh, free to the public.
Free to the public.
Can't beat that.
Wow.
But if you want a seat so that
I
you
want a
come.
good seat. I love the Demolition Derby. Yeah.
Oh, it is. It's
All right,
great.
so I want to go early down to
Davis Jubilee.
and pick up my tickets for that and for the carnival. Now, you said a concert also?
Concert is Tracy Lawrence. We've been after Tracy Lawrence, who's an icon in the country and western world. We've been after him for, 7, 8 years now? And finally his dates came available for our, and we've got him. He is the bad boy of country and western, and he's out on parole long enough to come here and sing.
So things really did align just perfectly for this to happen.
We're excited to have him. He'll be a great show.
He's got like 30 gold records, and really,
wow.
The only way we're able to afford someone of this caliber is if we put a chain together where he's in several other towns also to accommodate.
So
also.
it coordinated with a few other appearances, and you
It
got
did.
him.
And
All right, and the tickets then you said are also available there at Davis Jubilee, so you can get everything there and pick up your groceries too.
Yes.
All right, so what else is cooking at the fair?
Well,
this year,
Friday night.
Friday night we're going to kick the live after 5 off. This is the first year that they've been a part of the fair, so we're excited.
Of the fair.
They'll be here Friday night, where traditionally they're on Thursday nights. Then they'll switch back to their Thursday night schedule
After the fair.
after the fair. But they will be a part of our Friday night.
It'll be the
fair.
kickoff, and will it still be at the Cobble Rock corner there?
No, it will be in our amphitheater. They moved our amphitheater last year, and
they
they found a new home, and we're there. And so they will be there Friday night to start Alive After 5. Then we're really excited about Saturday also. Our food eating contest has a brand new sponsor, it's Subway, and it's the Subway Bigfoot food eating contest. And this year the Jazz Bear will be there along with the jazz dancers.
Wow.
And so they'll have an autograph session, photography session, and be able to encourage those that want to come and sign up and be a part of the food eating contest.
A lot of nice prizes.
The food eating is Subway sandwiches.
Subway
sandwiches.
Huge.
Yes.
Longer than this table.
Wow.
Big, huge, Bigfoot ones.
That sounds really good.
And our local Subway he's collected, Scott Giles has collected 1,000 different things from jazz over the years. Really good connections with the organization there, and that's how we're able to bring the bear and the dancers here. Yeah, and he's giving away quite a bit of memorabilia out of his own collection that you can sign up for, that will be given away not only at the food eating contest, but the bear, and hopefully the dancers are going to stay for the Derby that night. But the bear is going to be running the starting and the stopping of all the heats. Plus, if you're a good enough ATV rider, you can drag race the bear. We're going to have all of our contestants drag race through brackets, and the winner of the individual brackets gets to drag race the bear for the world championship afterwards. Cool. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, we are almost out of time. Just give me some things, just rattle off some things that we can expect to see, and we'll cover this more on a later show.
Okay, that sounds great. We have a ventriloquist this year, a hypnotist. The hypnotist is actually going to have a pre-show before the concert. So if you're one of those concert goers that like to sit on the lawn, get your seats early, save them because those are free, then you'll have a hypnotist that will be there and be able to entertain you while you're waiting for the concert to start.
So much happening this year.
There is.
Give me one real quick black and white theme, something that's going to happen at the fair that really fits that theme.
If you have old memorabilia, if you have old pictures, if you have things that your great-great-grandmother made, please bring those. We'd love to exhibit those in our home arts and crafts. They're going to do a lot of the old-fashioned, the old memory type things and share with the public. And so if you have those, please bring them down.
Give me the theme one more time. The wording
Life was better in black and
white.
And the reason for that, Chris, is it's our 100-year anniversary for the Uintah County Fair.
I'm glad you got to mention that here at the very end. Everything was better in black and white.
Yes, it was.
Era I love, and it was a little before my time. Well, thank you for joining us. We hope to see you again right here on the next edition of Local Point.